In this video, I'm going to show you how to solve a 2x3, which is like a 2-variable system, or a 3-variable system in the calculator with the matrix. There's a couple ways to solve this in the calculator with matrix, but we're just going to do one way. And there's a lot of calculator steps, so I've printed them here for you. We'll talk about these in a second. Now, when you're watching this video, I need you following along with a calculator. If you're just watching me do this, it's going to do absolutely nothing for you. You kind of have to just get the muscle memory of what buttons to press when. Okay? So, first thing we do is we get our calculator. I'm going to pull mine up here. I'm going to make mine a tad bit smaller. And then move it. No, well, no. There we go. Right in the middle. I'm going to clear my memory just because I have no idea what's in here. So we can kind of start fresh. Okay. So here, I have a 2-variable system. 2-variable system. So the first thing you have to ensure is that it's its standard form. And on this video, they all are going to be. What that means is you have your X, your Y, and then your number. Or maybe it's your A, your B, and then your number. Okay? That it's all like lined up correctly. Later we'll discuss what happens if it's not lined up correctly. So, second matrix. Your second is this button here, second. Matrix, see this X to the -1 power? Right there, that's your matrix. Second matrix. You go over to edit, so that's right here. So we go over to edit, and then I hit enter. And now I'm going to edit my matrix. Now, if you have a calculator that someone's previously used, you might have stuff in here, like a bunch of numbers. Okay? I don't because I cleared the memory of my calculator. So, for a 2-variable system, 2 variables, you're going to enter 2, enter 3, enter. 2 by 3. What that means is there's 2 equations with 3 numbers in each equation. 2 by 3. And then all we do is we type in our values. So if you already have values in your calculator, you can just type in over them. You don't have to like delete them, but I don't have any. So this is a +2, enter, -6, enter, and +18. So +2, -6, +18. Then I have -2, enter, 3, enter, -9. Perfect. So I typed in all my values. Once you type in your values, you hit second quit. Second's right here, and then quit's just right here to the next of it, just to get out of that matrix. Second quit. Then we go to second matrix again. Second, remember matrix is right here. And now we go over to math, which is just the middle. From here, you can go up or down, it doesn't matter. I go up because it's a little faster. To letter B, which says RREF. Be careful, letter A is REF, B is RREF. That stands for reduced row echelon form. You don't have to worry about that, but that's what it stands for. So RREF, make sure it's the double R. You hit enter, okay? And a lot of kids will just hit enter here, and it's not going to work. The last step is you have to hit second matrix one more time. And you have to actually put that 2 by 3 in there. You can close the parenthesis if you want to, but you don't have to. And then you hit enter, and then it gives you this beautiful thing right here. Okay? So if you remember, this just means 1x, no y's is 0, 1y is -3. So this right here, this back part is my answer. So my answer is 0, -3. It does it for me. Now, if I were to do this one by hand, this is set up for elimination. Like I could eliminate -6 plus 3 is -3. 18 minus 9 is +9. Divide by -3. I get that. And then go plug in to find y. So this is set up for elimination, but you can do it in the matrix in the calculator. Okay? Let's do example 2. Show you how to do it. So follow along with me. Just going to clear it out here. Follow the same steps. We're already in standard order. We're good. Second matrix. Over to edit. Enter. I'm still in a 2 by 3. Perfectly fine. So I'm just going to hit enter, enter to get down here. So right now it says 2 and I have 9. I don't have to delete anything. I can just type in a 9 and hit enter, and it'll just type over it. +2, enter, -8, 3, -5, -20. Perfect. So I typed in my values. Second quit. Second matrix. Over to math. And then up or down to RREF. If you need a pause because I'm doing it faster than you're able to, I need you to pause and do that. Enter. And the last thing, don't forget, you have to do second matrix, enter, enter. Perfect. So this one is 0, 4. So that just means if I go over here, it'll be 0, 4. A lot of zeros. I don't know why. We just have that there. So that's solving without having to solve by elimination or substitution. I still want y'all to be able to do that with the 2-bys because it's really important for your SAT and ACT kind of stuff. But it is possible. And then especially when we get to the 3 variables, definitely very helpful. Okay, so let's do a 3 variable one. So calculator again. This is already in standard form, A, B, C, so we're good. So I go to second matrix, over to edit, enter. But now I have 3 equations with 4 things in it each. So this is now a 3 by 4. And for this class, all you're going to need is either a 2 by 3 or a 3 by 4. That's all we're going to do. So I'm still going to type in my values. There's no number here, so that's a 1, -2, +1 again. And then once I hit enter, it's going to scroll me over to the right so I can type in my +5. So you're not going to see all 4 values, but it kind of scrolls over there. So this is 2a, +2b, +3c, equals 6. And then -a would be -1, enter, +1, enter, -4, enter, -10. Honestly, if kids mess up the matrix, at least at this step, it's because they're just not putting them in correctly. It's like a negative and they're not putting the negative, or it says 2 and they accidentally put 3. So you just got to be careful. Second quit again. Second matrix, over to math, up or down to RREF. There we go. Second matrix, enter, enter. Perfect. So I just look at this side. 1, -1, and 2. So A would be 1, B would be -1, and C would be 2. Without having to do all that crazy substitution stuff that we've been doing before. Let's just do one more together. We'll talk about that box, and then we're going to practice. So back to our calculator. I'm going to clear this out. I'm going to bring this over here so you can see the problem. Second matrix, over to edit. This one's a 3 by 4, so we're good. I don't have to type that in again. And then these values. So -x, that's -1, +4, +1z equals -10, +1. Now it's a -y. Sorry, excuse me. Since it says -y, this needs to be a -1. That is a very common mistake. If it's -y, it needs to be a -1, plus z, so that's 1z, and then a +10. And then 2, 1, -3, -1. Perfect. Second quit to get out of it. Second matrix again. And again, I know this is a lot of steps, but the more you do it, it really does become like muscle memory, and it just happens. And then last, second matrix, enter, enter. Great job. So this is 5, -2, 3. 5, -2, 3. Now, normally if you're getting decimals, 1 or 2 things happen. 1, you made a huge mistake and you got to fix it. 2, Miss Melina didn't type the problem right, and it's a hot mess of a problem. But, you know, normally with like your tests and stuff, we work through that. Okay? Now, before we go, real quick, what a lot of people say is, yes, got it. I'm using matrix for everything. This is amazing. And it is amazing, and it is really fast if you have a calculator. However, there is a downside that you need to know. What you need to remember about matrix is it will not tell you, I'm going to write smaller. It will not tell you if it is no solution or infinite solutions. Now, for the 3 by 3s, like the 3 variables, I'm not going to give you no solutions or infinite solutions. But to be honest, for the 2-bys, I will. So it won't let you know if something is no solution or infinitely many solutions. Just to visually show you something, I'll do one that's no solution. You don't have to do this, but just watch me do it. So I'm going to do edit. I'll do a 2 by 3. So I'll do like 2, 2, 5, and then 2, 2, 7. If you were to solve this system by hand, this would be a no solution system. It would not work out. But when I go to do my matrix, it gives me that. Now you might be able to notice something's wrong because like these zeros in the middle aren't where they're supposed to be, but it's not blatant that it is a no solution. So a lot of kids will just put, oh, it's 0, 1, and that's my answer. So you have to be careful with the matrix because of that. Okay? But other than that, everything else works out great. So what you need to do is practice the ones on the bottom and make sure you know how to do the matrix when it's in the standard form. And then later we'll discuss what happens if it's not in the correct form. Great job.